Falcons part of the playoffs. Even Team Liquid Philippines, admittedly, but they have to go through this.
One more game, possibly. Team Falcons' final outing in Season 16. They have to play their darndest.
Welcome to Mobile
To be able to
Legends.
step foot in the historical arena that is the Cuneta Astrodome. One last game. Let's take our time to digest the stakes and what they have to do to make it through.
Yeah.
That's why they were just like, yeah, just Carl, pick the joy.
Yeah, they picked it too fast.
All right, here we go. Game has elapsed. 30 seconds in, and there's a straight up brawl in mid.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to be taking up a lot of damage. They won't be able to damage the Baksha as much as they would, and of course, Sanju will just be healing him through it. Ogwin, patented, tank emblem set, inspire, pull yourself together, and focusing mark on this Kaja. And that focusing mark might end up becoming the thing. Super Marco hasn't won yet with his Harith, but Ogwin still also undefeated. While this is the very first time this season Sanji is playing an Angela in mid.
The first time we actually get to see Sanji on this kind of hero.
Some might argue that by putting Sanji and Angela is akin to putting Kyle TZ on a utility jungler.
Yeah.
There's some mechanics you're leaving out for the potential for good macro.
I was thinking the same. It felt a bit too similar to, I'm trying to recall which mid laner.
Sean.
Sean
Yep.
on the Angela.
Oh my god, they forced a flicker out of Sanji. Flat TZ dancing around too.
That could be big though. And that's the little advantage Falcons built up for themselves. But look at the damage on the Flap already.
Yeah.
Just from JP and Carl TZ together.
He didn't even use the electrifying beats yet.
Pretty sure it was unlocked at that point.
Yeah, it was. Got in all the stacks, but Team Falcons had to disperse. They could not afford to let that happen or a pick-off go over to Team Liquid before the
Ooh.
objective, but Kyle TZ, he was waiting for Carl there.
Ooh, these two jungler savants are going at it. Maestros of the game. All right, Kyle just lets go. He's like, I need my purple first.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
might just hand it over.
Uh-oh.
Sanford going in. Oh! Phantom execution. Was that
Wordy.
predicted by the Landshaker? Now they go for Kyle. He's going to be first blood. Flap TZ might be next. A not so good start if you're Team Falcons.
Oh.
He couldn't get out of it even under the turret.
And again, that's the key question. Did Sanford predict that? Because the Landshaker was perfect. Kyle TZ Phantom executioned it, and once he reappeared into the map,
Yeah.
he was stunned right away by Sanford.
I think he did. Sanford kept tabs on Kyle TZ and said he went to his purple, turned around when he saw the turtle was really low, and 40 just came at him. That was very well read by Liquid.
Yeah, because you would expect him to just go after you or whoever, but
Nope.
he waited for Kyle.
Man-on-man defense.
And this is rough. It's already a 600 plus gold lead favoring the Lapu-Lapu over the Esmeralda in lane. It's only 3 minutes in and we're already getting close to a 2,000 gold lead. Falcons needs to find a comeback somewhere because they cannot allow this lead to balloon.
No. JP, okay.
Few gets jumped on. Hard guard.
That's a back to shield unity, and look at JP, he might handle this all on his own, but now with the help of Carl handing over the kill, that's a 2-0-1 start for a Joy.
Not like this. I don't think Falcons was in a position to play patsy like that to bait out a response.
Yeah, Falcons are slipping. They are shaky, while Liquid are ruthless. Patented cavalry style. You cannot give Liquid room to punish you because they will make you pay over and over again. This is a lineup that plays around an Angela that now has so many options to give the hard guard to. You can give it to anyone in the team,
Yeah.
and Sanji will not go wrong.
That's a Sansan. That's a different version of the Sansan duo. I never imagined seeing Sanji being on an Angela.
I mean, it's accurate. Sanford does have the more muscular body IRL. So I could imagine him just carrying Sanji with Sanji piggybacking on him.
That's true, but who gets to actually win the second objective this time around?
All right, Turtle Dance initiated by Liquid. JP gets Sanji in him, so that's the hard guard spent. Turtle still at about half its health. I think Falcons should just let go.
they've lost the early.
Yeah.
It's already a flask of the Oasis for this Angela. They didn't even go chat the talisman for it or anything like that.
Clear sign that Liquid knows they're going for the throat. Oheb picks up an early Sky Piercer even before building the Hunter Strike.
Yeah, that's a rush. They knew they had the early game lead, that there's a high chance that they could just start chaining kills for the Granger later.
JP
Alright.
came from behind.
Yeah.
Not an angle you're used to seeing a Basha come from, but Few responding the way he should have in that earlier engagement. You can't bait out plays like that early on. He's playing defensively now. This is a good direction for Falcons.
Okay.
They have to play through a suppress pick, get one pop, and then get out. They can't afford to fight a longer team fight at this point. There's only a Starlium side for Super Marco's Harith. They can get either the Joy or the Angela, well, and even the Granger. After they get that pick off, just go.
Oh, JP all alone though. Will he still get to receive the hard guard? It seems like Sanju did not pursue. They fully knew that they just had to lose him there.
Uh-oh, how about this time on Carl?
Oh, Gwen!
He wants,
Okay, maybe this is why we're saying the Kaja isn't as...
yeah.
Yes.
It's frail.
Yeah, it's frail. They knew it was coming out. The swerve again. I don't think even Falcons were banking on the swerve. I think they picked that Kaja thinking, you know what, there's a chance that is already a jungle Basha. And then the sudden swerve of the Joy popping out, and now it's Angela for everyone. Oh, Falcons, how will you make a comeback? Your playoffs hopes slipping away little by little as Liquid. Sanford's been on point. He's been checking shrubs. He's been controlling the map, and he's been showing up at a really good time. He could be on the way to another MVP performance, honestly. But Carl Tazzi, of course, with a more impressive KDA at 3-0-1.
There is something we're failing to mention. Of everything that happened to Falcons, Flap is actually ahead on EXP, and one might say even in execution over 40. He's keeping tabs on the Lapu-Lapu, see?
Yep. He's not letting go of Sanford. Kyle Teasy, Phantom Execution out. Landshaker already used this time, and Kyle Teasy will secure the objective, but will Flap Teasy survive this? Ogwin still not using the Divine Judgment through. Super Marco going in with the Salmon Force on JP, and he successfully takes a kill.
How's about that for some pop and stop?
All right, that worked out for Falcons. Liquid, I don't think they expected the sudden burst of aggression. I think they were already accepting the idea that Kaltizi will just walk away and give the turtle, but yet he was still able to get close enough to get into Thorned Rose Retribution range. A good thing Falcons decided to back them up. It also looked like they weren't ready completely for Marco to go forward. So Marco was alone dashing forward. It was like, all right, yeah, sure thing, Marco, we got you.
All right, Falcons are close to full-on aggression status once more, but they could want to put a stop to this. Super Marco gets Carl on him, forcing a defensive Salmon Force.
It's impressive to think that Falcons did not use the Divine Judgment in that fight, though.
Yeah.
And they still got a decent trade out of it. But this time around, they go in for Super Marco. Ogwen could only watch.
That is as stampede as you can get with Liquid.
Ogwen!
Okay, using the Divine Judgment right now, but again, there's a hard guard. Better there's right from Few, flickering in!
Bang!
And he gets the shutdown on Carl Teasy. JP and Sanji will just have to walk away.
That flicker.
Here comes Kyle, 40, playing man-to-man defense once more.
That flicker is crucial. It could be part of a massive highlight of why Falcons might eventually, if ever they do win this, because they needed to get that kill onto Carl. And that gets a little bit more gold for this Farsa.
Flaptizi has 4 members on him.
He's actually too tanky, but Sanford still goes in, lands the Landshaker, and now will Flaptizi get to escape this? It seems like it's a yes.
Oh, Liquid relents. They consider Flaptizi a wasted effort to pursue. Falcons gets away with it once again.
Yeah, and I think Falcons hesitated somewhat into getting the tower in mid because it looked like Flaptizi was getting all that attention, and that meant that they had room to just break the tower there. But I think they were just playing it careful, especially it wasn't Angela and the Boxer together and the Lapu-Lapu, that they just decided to back off. Falcons has equalized in terms of the items and in terms of the resources. Whoever gets this Lord will control the rest of the game. Unless a turnaround by anyone.
Falcons starting to dance, a slight advantage, a pull to their side of the Lord pit. JP holding the back. 40 dashing on through. 40 has to play man-to-man defense. Oh, the jump!
JP catches Kyle and might just be able to take him down. But before they even get to do that, he secures the objective yet again. Carl Teasy just looking for the targets. They actually take down both Ogwen and Marco. Flap Teasy, as tanky as he is, he's now up against potentially 4 members of Liquid, and he still dances
odd turn for Flap. You see how he went the other way when he could have just ran straight through that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Few missed his combo as the far side. He wasn't able to maximize the damage that he can dish out with his second skill. That's why I think Flap TZ decided to bring it a little bit closer to Few there. Another stun into Carl.
Few.
Oh, no, Few.
Oh, he's right in front of
Oh,
you! And
not
he
like
takes him
that.
down!
My
Few
goodness.
commits the wings by wings, but does not flicker away. A part of me thinks he just said, you know what, I'm dead. This is it. I bought
Yeah.
time, I protected my tier 1 in mid, I'm good.
Yeah, even if the flicker was committed, it still would have been enough room for the Joy to dash. No orange buff taken away from Kyle TZ, and just when we thought it was close enough for Falcons, they got the Lord, yes, but we set the condition. Whoever gets that first Lord could control the rest of the game, unless a turn, and Liquid turned perfectly towards Falcons members instead of the objective.
Slow conversion for Falcons, halted immediately by Liquid. They get a passive push up top, though Oheb came in a little too late. So the map looks a little better for Falcons, but just the same, Liquid still have a 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, it's swinging between less than 1k to 2k now though. And I feel like it could have been way bigger, but Team
Yeah.
Falcons found their way around things, especially with that shutdown on Carl. So now it's a bit different.
Carl is still 5-1-5 and has a pocket Angela on him. This Joy, can they take
Oh.
it down?
Full on hard guard, committed by Sanji. Again, what is but 20 seconds of wait time?
Yeah.
Reduced even by cooldown from then on.
Yep.
Still holding on to 2,000 gold lead. Falcons have to be very specific how they pick the next fight. Luckily, they have a flicker on Ogwin and a Divine Judgment off cooldown.
Yeah, such quick reflexes too, just by seeing that Ogwin was there. And Carl
Uh-oh.
dashed into the brush. But now it's Flap that they are going to be after. They don't get the kill. Now Kyle TZ goes in, will just puncture his way out too. And still no Divine Judgment yet.
Oh, I'm sensing Psy warfare between these two.
Yeah.
Neither of them want to fully commit. Either of them just finding ways to get a one-up on them. And I think Falcons won because they got that
Yep.
tier 2 down bot.
Free push down bottom with surprise aggression. And now with Super Marco having the Holy Crystal, Divine Judgment. We're waiting for the combo from Falcons. Who can they pick off through this Kaja that currently stands undefeated for Master Ogwin?
Already using the bravest fighter, but they don't get to defend that tier 1. And
zone.
all this before the Lord.
Falcons seem to know what buttons to push. And here comes Carl.
Carl TZ, but their target
done.
is Flap. Is that going to be enough? The Divine Judgment already committed onto him, but he has the Heart Guard, so he will still survive. But Kyle potentially could have taken someone there, but he was in front of JP.
Oh, a lot of ult spend. Look at all the green.
Few,
Taken out of both. Few.
Oh, Few gets found!
Oh!
Sanford goes in, but he still has the flicker. Now surviving, Kyle TZ instead changing targets, trying to look for another one. And now JP needs to reset.
The mechanical margins that these two teams are
Flap.
playing with. Look at Flap dancing between Sanji and JP.
Oh.
Carl finds him.
He doesn't want JP to recall, but Carl TZ, he finds the other members. Few will have to reset too. My goodness, the reset, the back and forth.
This is a deadly dance.
It's tense. Liquid really wants that upper bracket slot, and getting this win brings them a step closer, while Falcons really want to make it to the playoffs. One mistake, one moment of heroism, one fumble, one miracle. Who's gonna get it?
It's a freaky combination between Mortal Kombat and Step Up, but I can't help but watch.
Wait, that sounds like a good movie in any universe.
And that's why we have to watch this. Right now, Game 3 in the Clash of Titans. The legend continues.
Yeah,
They keep serving.
Oheb has the Sea Halberd, Cal TZ with a Malefic Roar. Items all already locked in. Flap TZ only up to an Oracle, but he's still very tanky with all the shields he can absorb through Liquid.
Yeah,
They gotta take care of the top lane.
and I have my eyes on Ogwin.
Have my eyes on Carl.
All right.
the
Wow,
burst,
look at these
joy.
passive pushes by
Oh
Falcons.
my gosh.
Little by little, they're finding space through the minion waves that they're pushing slowly.
Oh, is this a call? Are they gonna burst?
No, JP sees it. It's way too risky. They cannot play the 50-50 as well because they're up against a Joy who got a good lead early. At this point, this isn't a
JP?
50-50. This is a sure.
Oh,
Wait,
JP?
too deep, too deep.
Yes.
Oh,
Immortality!
he wasn't able to find his target. Immortality already popped. Sanford already using the bravest fighter. Will JP have to
Bang!
escape? And it's a no. Super Marco shuts him down.
Suppress!
Carl TZ doesn't even get to deal enough damage to deal with the backlines. Kyle TZ instead will re-engage. Look for more. But will cooldowns, they're prepared.
They don't want it. They're a man down. Flapteasy pushing the advantage. Falcons, that's a small win, but what do they do with it?
Yeah, they have to clear up the minion waves down bottom because now the passive push by Liquid is in effect for them. They couldn't get Carl TZ or any other of the main damage dealers of Liquid down, but without JP here, are they gonna try to? Will they get this?
This is Sanford and the hard guard. Oheb trying to contest, but Kyle TZ with Retribution will successfully take it for themselves.
The gambit worked.
A clean take for the Lord. Falcons now 2,000 gold ahead. Carl TZ just respawned.
Yeah.
Liquid have to recover.
The gambit worked. They knew that they might have gassed out Liquid in that last exchange, so Falcons just decided to rush the Lord instead.
This is a throwback to another old Falcons identity, a war of attrition. Resources, battle spell counting, cooldowns. In effect, it had to go the long way around. They had to take down Daddy JP first for Liquid to run out of good choices, options, decisions to make.
Oh.
And now they have a Lord.
Oh my goodness, this is a 1v1, but there's the help from Sanji, but the Divine Judgment denies him of the dashes, but the electrifying beats might still make it. He gets to take down Kyle, and now they're going after Few.
Oh
It's a double kill for Carl TZ. Open looking like the next target, but Super Marco has his Salmon Force just in time. Carl TZ just trying to escape,
Carl.
but he will get left all alone. But JP and the other members are
JP.
already here to aid him as well.
Now it's Liquid's turn. They split Falcons up. Falcons was too comfortable.
Oh, Carl TZ.
Carl again, the surprise play. Carl freaking TZ this time with the swing back and the turnaround.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Oh my goodness, 715.
Marco!
But can he escape it? Super Marco has the
Flicker!
flicker!
Bang!
But
the light!
barely! He's able to walk! The hard guard!
Saved by the Lone Stallion. Alone no more. The chef is cooking.
Hi ho, Sanji.
Oh my.
Liquid, do not fall. Not here, not now.
Just when that could have been another shutdown on Carl. Oh my goodness, Sanji.
A minute until the Lord spawns lower quarter. No inhibitors have fallen just yet, so no real long lane advantage either team holds.
5 series is the streak that Falcons face. 5 series they have been unable to defeat Liquid. There was a time in history where the script was flipped, where it was Team Liquid Philippines constantly losing to Falcons. But in this new era, as we may just be seeing the light finally die out on the embers of what was once the Falcons era, the Falcons AP Bren era. But it's not over yet. But where will they find their hope? Where will they find their turnaround when Carl TZ on a Joy with a pocket Angela is already too much for Falcons to handle?
All right, a calculated use of a feathered airstrike to clear the waves. Few pops that top lane. Lord spawns in the lower quarter. 40, thinking if he could start a dance. Flapteasy man marking JP.
Yeah.
Oheb with the Rose Gold Meteor, that might end up becoming a key item later.
Extra lives. Again, chances for Oheb to make more of this 1-0-0 record.
Yeah.
He's played very conservatively, and I think that is to Liquid's advantage.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to put himself in harm's way.
Yeah, he built up a Skypiercer early. He doesn't have a lot of stacks, but he can start chaining them in the end.
Yeah.
While you also see JP build up an anti-Cuirass that will diminish the damage that Kyle TZ can dish out.
Yeah. His immortality is back too.
Divine Glaive for Few, and that might just be it. That might just be the light of hope that Falcons needs.
Okay. Sanford and JP kick Kyle TZ out of their side of the jungle. Massive pull here for Falcons. Is this right? Are they blitzing it? Feather strike!
Look at that! It was just the Divine Glaive that you mentioned, but look at how Sanford
They're rushing.
was brought down to very low HP. JP has information, but can Carl TZ
get
catch
it?
up? Kyle TZ will take it away from Team Liquid Philippines. There goes the electrifying beats, but now all they could see is Flap, Super Marco with the answer, and that forces Team Liquid Philippines away.
And Falcons didn't even need to lean into it. They were happy with what they got.
Oh, the better airstrike was
Get
cancelled,
me!
but he has the immortality still. Carl
Carl?
TZ just goes for the turret, and he's after Kyle! Immortality already popped, for Kyle TZ.
Marco coming in!
Okay, there's the dash. He will still
Ogwen.
survive again.
Ogwen with the conceal. He has the Divine Judgment cocked and loaded. They have to let go.
Divine Judgment, Divine Glaive, the Lord on their side. Is Divinity enough to save Falcons season?
By a miracle, can they make it to the Coneta Astrodome? They're holding on to this. Lord in mid, Wave sync top and bottom. Kyle TZ locking in a malefic roar. Few on his way to a winner crown.
All items locked in. Still waiting for 2 more on that Angela who's been juggling items. Sanji on this Angela has been too much. Perfect angle for JP, perfect angle for Carl. Look where they are in the map.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
They can just come in from the sides.
All right, feather strike by Few.
Oh, JP, he
Too
finds
deep?
Super Marco, but he's all alone.
He got found! He got found!
He's all alone without the immortality.
It buys time though, because Falcons couldn't use the Lord. They broke the tower in mid, but it bought time for Liquid to recalibrate.
Slow roll. Falcons going for the disciplined route. Mid lane finally penetrated. Bottom gonna be up next.
Yep. They'll have to deal with the waves for now. Hard guard already used on Carl TZ. They will just do their best. A Divine Judgment on the Sandboard, and he gets blasted by Super Marco.
The Predator turned prey. They got eyes on Carl.
Kyle TZ looking for Carl. There's the stun and the falling star move.
My goodness!
Immortality is bought for Carl TZ. That's a shutdown for Super Marco.
The Falcons are doing it. It's just Sanji and Ohab left.
Sanji and Oheb, what can you do? Team Falcons will stay alive.
The biggest miracle of season 16